Hello and welcome back to Critically Clueless. I'm the Monk, and today, yes, we are in episode 2 of our Robin Kray playthrough. Obviously, this is from the new DLC after the new update. We've had a lot of changes, and so we are starting a brand new playthrough. And welcome back. If you are joining me on episode 2, you missed a very good episode in episode 1, actually. Now, I've been warned just how much harder this mode is. So we are playing a little bit different. We're not rushing in. We are trying to take things smart, trying to do things right, trying to grow slowly. At the moment, we actually haven't even increased our land. We are literally just hitting those thugs. Now, we do have a thug neighborhood just around the corner. So we might work on them today, just trying to tick off, a building or two. Maybe we'll be able to take on the depot maybe in the next episode, but let's see how these battles actually go. We do have our mission up here as well. Probably need to look at that at some point. I do need to get me some money, to be honest with you. That's something we need to do. Maybe some better body armor or more body armor. That would also be a cool thing. So these are only one skull. Now, I've already recorded a video in which I actually fought within a one skull battle and I lost. I lost quite bad, actually. So we don't want to repeat those mistakes. Of course, we do want some meds going in. Really need to get myself a medic, to be honest with you. That's something that we do need. Ever since we've been able to dual wield, the fights at the moment seem a lot easier, which is quite nice. I'm sure that they will rank, and I'm sure that they will get a lot harder. But at the moment, because we're dual wielding pistols, both characters, yeah, it seems a little bit more forgiving, the combat system. Be very interested to know if you guys have jumped into boss difficulty, what your thoughts are. Is it achievable? Have you managed to play through well? Are you using Robin Kray? Are you using one of the original gangsters? And if you haven't gone out and got the new DLC, is there a reason for that? Because I know a lot of people on the channel at the moment are commenting that they are playing, but they're using, for instance, Highwing Mock or Frankie Donovan or one of the other gangsters. To be fair, I do quite like the idea of loading up a playthrough and playing against Robin Kray as well, because he does seem like a rather difficult boss. I think once he's got all of his abilities, that's going to be really... He's going to be a really good boss then, as in combat-wise. Although he still doesn't tick one of my criteria. I always said that having a healer as a boss is so powerful. So he doesn't have that. Nice good crit there. Nice good crit, Sylvia. Well done. All about those angles sometimes to get that better percentage. However, when you're dual wielding, you got those extra bullets. 50% all of a sudden feels, not a bad option. There we go. We hit him with 2. See if we can do it again. Guarantee here. Do like the melee options. Always like the melee options. Need to get more melee kills. More melee kills. That's what I said in the last video. That's what I need to do in this video. More melee kills. I do like melee. just to have it as an option, you know. Sometimes you don't want to reload. I do apologise for the seagulls. Again, I live in the south of England, and my God, have you seen the size of them? They're like small dogs. They will literally take small dogs away. They are so big, it's crazy. Oh, we missed both those shots. That's annoying. 51 points of damage for one hit. Eek! Now, I want Robin to get the kill here, so we put Sylvia on Overwatch. And there we go, look, all 4 hits. All 4 hits connect. We get a shotgun, a baseball bat, and some smelling salts, plus a little bit of money. That's not bad for our first racket there. I'll absolutely take that on board. Next one, is this a 1-star? See, that's gone now, which is pretty cool. That's been ransacked. I think we're going to need to heal up before we pop in here, though, because it wasn't close. I think that was quite an easy battle, but I think when you're low on health and they're doing such a huge amount of damage, I think the highest damage we've had against us so far is 66, which is significant. Nerve tonic. Might sell the old nerve tonics. Notice we don't have a nickname just yet. I wonder if they've introduced more nicknames. That's a good question. It's something I never asked any of the devs either. I think every update we've had, they normally introduce a few more nicknames, but I haven't seen any. I haven't heard about it. I wonder if we've got any new ones here. Okay, so again, this is only a 1 skull difficulty. We are up against 4, so, you know, they do outmatch us, but we've got a much better class of gangster. Our gangsters also have a bigger health pool, so that explains the math behind that. %71% feels like a good odds when we're hitting them with 4 bullets. We've done a crit of 35, which I like how frequently we seem to be critting, which is quite nice. Obviously, the crits do a significant more damage as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we managed to finish off 2 there in our very first turn, which is pretty cool. We've obviously got higher initiative, meaning we're going first, which is handy in battles. Nice. I always like it when they miss with a shotgun because the shotguns hit so hard. I think it's a bit mean of them, actually. I think the more I play as Sylvia, the more the character grows on me, but I'm worried that she has such a low health pool. Typically, I tend to avoid gangsters with less than 100 health. That's why Clyde used to be so good as an enforcer. He was a great gangster pickup early on. And of course, after the update, I think a lot of people were a bit gutted that he, well, what happened to him. But again, prime example of gangsters over, 100 health actually being pretty decent. Because if you don't have the right body armor, sometimes you can get a one-shot. Glad to see we got another melee weapon, a kunai, and a pistol as well. All pistols are good. Even if we're not going to equip them, we can sell them. Money is money at the moment. Money is king at the moment. And doing these raises currently our only source of income. I really should be upgrading and acquiring more land, but Like I said, we're doing things a little bit different just to test this out. This is my first try of this new DRC after all. I kind of want to experience it with you guys rather than, you know, try and rush in and have multiple playthroughs going at the same time. I'm trying to just, you know, experience this game as you would experience it too. £640 is not too bad. Now, I think I do get more money if I was to do this with bosses. But in order to do that, I think I need to have a better relationship with bosses as well. It means I need to attend some sit-downs. Maybe we'll put that on the list for the next episode. We've got a decent amount of money right now. In fact, I think we've got enough money to be able to afford another gangster, which is cool. Yeah, look at us. We got 7 grand currently. We have sold a lot, which again is good. That's 2 battles done though, and I think there's still a couple more to do on this block. Yeah, there's another 1 star just around a corner. I don't normally typically bother with these, to be honest with you. Like, actually clearing this game out the way you're supposed to. Check my videos, never done it.
I'm on it.
So we have the mission activated again. We are trying to go down that slowly. Don't want to go too fast. I'm fully aware normally those missions, one, they're normally bugged out. However, we do have faith in this one. But 2, there's some hard battles in them. Now, we're looking for a gangster, but I'm looking... I think we're going to have to get a medic. I think that's the right thing to do.
Hi.
Nora Quinn, medicine woman. She is normally one of the first ghosts. We're going to do that. I do believe Ma, Judge Ma, she is a fixer, and I believe she has a bug on her currently. I've had a few people message down in the comments, and I've had a couple of people mention it in the Discord as well. So just want to let you guys know that the devs are aware of it, and again, it should be a problem that should be fixed very soon. Again, that's the same with the Frankie Donovan glitch as well. Really good to see the devs so on board at the moment, taking the feedback in and, you know, getting it done, which is pretty awesome. But I figure as we're doing these Let's Plays, I might as well, you know, do a bit of commentary on to what's happening. Now, we are going to definitely get the poison tip blades. Haven't used said knife throw ability just yet. And with the dual wield, was that the right way to go, is my question. I could always respec her a little bit later if we end up not using those knife throw abilities. But turning her into a kind of melee build, I might be tempted. I might, because melee used to be so overpowered. Whether it is or not with the current meta, I've got no idea, honestly. But there is some... I think it could be a really good build for her. She doesn't have the health. But again, that's where the melee should be maybe even applying double status effects, double bleed, maybe double poison, maybe both. And she'd be healing herself, because every single melee kill she gets, she's going to be getting that extra health. So that's my thoughts. We'll see. I'm quite excited to get a demolition expert, because typically I tend to stay away from demolition experts because they are so good, essentially. So yeah, as we're playing this with no rules, it'd be cool to finally have a load of them running with us. I do wonder if they solve the problem of the AI managing to snipe you through walls with explosives, though, because the AI having explosives was always such a bane of our playthroughs, of most people's playthroughs, from what I can tell.
Ah, fuck.
Sticker on Overwatch. Knife throw. I think it's gonna have to be double tap. Always gotta do the double tap.
Oh shit! I'm done for.
Good work. Great.
Okay, we got a meat cleaver from that, but we did also get a little bit of money. There's not actually many good things there, but notoriety plus 50. We will have that. Not plus 50, we finally reached 50 notoriety. We get a few stat increases every 50 notoriety we get, so I'm glad we did that. Partly why the bosses are so overpowered, because their health pool just increases and increases, which is why I've done so many runs without using a boss at all. I think what's really interesting is something that I noted in a previous video, was that one of the changes with this update is if you have a medic with you, keynote, after the battle, you're automatically healed. Now, if you ask me, that cleans up so much time that we typically waste healing after battles or healing in between battles. So I absolutely love that change. It's one of the best changes of the update. I repeat that. If you have a medic in your squad after battles, all your party are healed. It's bloody awesome. Now, we have taken a risk. We are entering against 6 here. So it's 3v6, and yeah, Nora is not the best in this situation. I don't like her with a sniper rifle. I much prefer her with a rifle, but unfortunately I do not have said rifle. We'll see what we can do. Now, of course, the boss has the biggest health pool, so if he draws a little bit of attention, that should be okay. We do have a medic on our team. We'll see what happens. Overwatch cone's just missing everything there, which is our bad, really. Could have repositioned and still gone into Overwatch. Oh, I was going to say we got a really lucky round on us, but that 47 damage we took there, that hurt. Although I think that was actually a very, very forgiving round. Okay, so round 1 is in the bag. Let's see what we can do. 56% on a double tap. We're hitting with 4 bullets. We hit with 1, but I think we got a little bit unlucky. 64% and doing the same thing. Nice, we got him. Very cool. And we only use one AP there as well. We're gonna have to heal because we're very low health. And Nora can get off a heal as well. The benefits of having a medic.
I'm on it.
Now she does have the cleaver, which is going to hit a lot more consistently than a sniper rifle. We are suppressed. Okay, I'm glad they still do the whole suppression thing because, my god, that's a waste of time. Now with suppression or Overwatch, if they go into Overwatch, all you have to do is hit them once and it kind of knocks them out of that mechanic, which is, again, something to note. Managed to clean another one off that board. So now it's 3v3. I'm starting to feel a lot more confident on this battle. I can't remember what the percentage of our chance of us winning was when we popped in, but I'm pretty sure it was lower than 50%.
Gonna crush you.
Sure.
Hey, we applied bleeding. I do love that status effect. It's very handy. I think the Akunas actually have a 50% chance of applying bleed as well, which, again, isn't a bad stat to have on them.
Hey,
I'm going to
let's
pop
do
her
it.
the other side. That way she can't necessarily be hit or targeted. They're going to have to move in to target her. Oh, God, she's low health. That was a lot of points of damage.
Sure.
That's going to be Nora's turn next after this, which is why I didn't save her, because she shouldn't technically need saving. Could heal her. Could heal someone. I don't necessarily need to right now, though. And we won. Nice.
Great news. Great.
And Nora's injured for 71 days. Oh, God. See? Always heal. Always heal when you have a chance, because you never know when you're going to bloody lose your medic. And look at that. Battles won. Our characters are not healed. Not healed. I should have healed. Bloody Nora. Going in the hospital for 71 days. Like, pull yourself together. You've just got the job. You literally just got the job. And you're already in hospital, putting a sickie, getting paid. Bloody annoying. No, we do have the money to hire someone else, but if I hire someone else, that's more bloody wages that we're going to be forking out. And we haven't improved our income as of yet, which is
Sure.
problematic. Something we definitely do need to do. I actually need to do the attachment where you can attach a doctor's to your precinct. I'm pretty sure we used to be able to do that. I haven't checked it out. We'd get some passive heal bonus in our own area, though, if we did. So maybe that's something I should look at. All in all, though, we've done a few interesting battles this time. We've actually, attacked people in buildings. We haven't been able to use ambush because of that, which is quite cool. And the battles went quite well. We even tried one of those 2 stars. We were up against 6 thugs, and the battle went pretty smooth, actually. Easier than I thought, absolutely. I think if we have better gear as well, for instance, Nora having a rifle, that would massively improve that battle and make it a a lot easier. So I'm quite happy with the way that went. Now I do need a little bit more money. So we're going to have a little look-see to see who I have a relationship with, see if we can buy any extra swill. We're not producing swill nearly enough at the moment in my own organisation. And of course we are going to do the old disguising swill as whiskey, something that I do love in the game. I'm glad that they have got that. Glad that it's been kept in. A good way to make money, a good way to make enemies, key point. Oh, we're paying far too much for the swill, apparently. He's only got 17 swill, and we offered him far too much. But if you do give them good deals, you tend to get a friendlier interaction with them later. So there is that. As the devs are watching, I believe one thing we would love is actual diplomacy, communication, being able to actually have a partner and that actually work out for the benefit rather than them just screwing over the deal 5 seconds later, like the AI do love to do. Nice trade accepted. Daniel McGee Jackson. She has a lot of swill. And she doesn't like the deal. See, I don't mind spending on swill because swill can be flipped.
I suppose.
Maggie Dyer. One of my least favourite bosses, unfortunately. Probably least used bosses. Although, I do kind of like the idea of doing a circus run. Something that I've never actually done. Something that I think other people have done. But yeah, probably my least favourite boss, unfortunately. Just don't click. She does have a lot of money, though. A lot of money. 15 grand is not happening, apparently. The thing is, I did see Daniel Jackson have something we would like, actually. She has 52 swill. Let's see if we can buy it off her. No. Jesus. 1200% no. That's problematic. It's going to cost us far too much for that swill. We're not going to do that deal. I think it's probably how far away she is than me. I think she's a couple of neighborhoods over, so she has a negative relationship with me, essentially. She doesn't really know me from Adam. And again, Capone's not wanting to deal either. But like I said, there was some good trade options over here. We have, what, 200 swill? And he has a purple pistol. It's worth 7 grand, which is significant. He has just under 3,000 in cash as well. Let's see if 10 grand in trade value works out well for our swill. 192, disguised as whiskey, of course. And trade accepted. Well, I'll take that, friend. Thank you very much for the cash, for the gun. My playthrough thanks you. There it is. Yeah, capable of doing 35 damage. That's not bad. We should probably put that in a primary position now. I don't know if it matters, but we're going to do it anyway. I think it has a higher % chance of critting as well, which is nice. There we go. 2 rather good guns as our Kray member there. Now, I did see someone in the comments actually. They mentioned how the Kray, not historically accurate, didn't exist in that time period. I like to think of this Kray as being like an older brother rather than one of the twins. You know, he's a descendant. Maybe he's even their dad's dad or their dad. Either way, uncle maybe, Uncle Kray. But guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here. We're gonna sell some things and make some money maybe if we got anything. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode real soon. Until then, take it easy. Happy gaming.